Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in, whether you are watching this live or watching it as a recording. We're so grateful that you took some time out of your day to hear from us. So my name is Ann-Britt, and I am here today with, of course, Hannah, and we are so excited to share a little bit about the Abundance Project and this mission of health and wellness that we are on. So first question is probably, what is the Abundance Project? The Abundance Project is on a mission to help people tap into abundance through health, personal development, and empowered business. And it is our goal to help as many people as possible reach their physical and financial well-being. And we really envision a world where people are thriving, not just surviving, right? That's what we all want. A world where the power of fruits and vegetables and simple nutrition is regarded higher than artificial quick fixes. A world where people truly have the power to design their own lives and live according to what they want and their freedom, and a world of abundant health and wealth. So the Abundance Project has partnered with the Healthy Living Revolution, which is all about inspiring healthy living all around the world. We have partnered with thousands of others on this mission to help as many people as possible create more abundance in their lives in the areas that I mentioned before. So first, we will share our stories, which I'm so excited about, and then a little bit of information on what is going on in the world of health and wellness. So my story, I learned about Juice Plus and the Healthy Living Revolution about a year ago. I saw one of my best friends go through a horrible hip injury. She was basically down and out for a year and a half, couldn't do any of the things, the physical activities that she loved to do. Had a doctor tell her she was going to have a hip replacement by 35, and was diagnosed with early onset arthritis. And I just watched her suffer. And then I watched her find, through another friend of ours, this nutrition plan, and I watched it completely turn her life back around. And it was such a beautiful transformation. I had a knee injury around the same time, and I was like, man, if this had such a profound effect on you, I want to try it, see what it can do for me. So that was how I found it. That was how I discovered it. And when my friend first shared this program with me, I loved that it wasn't focused on what we need to eliminate, but it was focused on what we need to add. I think it is great to eliminate things in our diet that cause inflammation, whether that's from stress or illness or even just working out. But when our body doesn't have the tools and the building blocks that it needs to repair itself, there is a compounding effect of negative things that can occur. It really comes down to getting enough plant matter into our body on a daily basis. And I mean, we can all agree, right? Eating more fruits and veggies is good for us, right? We know that most of our plate should be different colors, fruits and vegetables, but I don't think people actually realize how many fruits and vegetables they're supposed to be eating. So just play along for a second. Hold up your fist. So this is one serving size of fruits or vegetables. So I want you to think about how many servings the size of your fist in fruits and vegetables you eat on an average day. So you can think about it. You can hold up your finger. The average answer I get is anywhere from 1 to 4. So if you're in that range, that's totally normal. I know I saw a 1, I saw a 3. That's completely normal. But do you know how many we are supposed to get? It's kind of crazy. The answer is 9 to 13 servings every single day, this big, of fruits and vegetables. Pause for effect, right? That's a lot. You're supposed to get 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables, a size of your fist, literally every single day. And when you're doing that, there's this compounding effect of good things that's happening in our bodies. But if you're not, like I said before, there's that compounding effect of not so good things that can lead to a number of different health-related issues, especially as we get older. So a lot of you at this point might be wondering why that number is so high. And it just comes down to the produce that we're eating and the quality, as well as the ripeness. So for example, when you go to the grocery store and you see rock hard avocados, green bananas, that produce is telling you that it was picked way too early and it wasn't able to fully develop all of its micronutrients. On top of that, it's being shipped in a lot of cases hundreds of miles, and every day it's off the vine, it's losing nutrients. A really interesting stat is that in order to get the same amount of vitamin C as one orange from 50 years ago, we would have to eat 5 oranges today. So that just really helped me understand the gap in my nutrition that needed to be bridged. So what can we do about it? There's this amazing company that was founded about 25 years ago called the Juice Plus Company, and they figured out how to create concentrated fruits and vegetable powder and put it into a capsule. Like, pretty crazy stuff. Now, I feel like the second I say the word capsules, people's brains immediately jump to supplements and vitamins. So I'm going to pause and just reel you guys back in for a second, because even though it's in a capsule, it's not a vitamin and it's not a supplement. You can see, so here is a bottle. This is the berry blend. You can see that the label here reads nutrition facts. If you were to go after this, after you're done watching this, if you were to go into your supplement cabinet and pull out like a vitamin C supplement, it would say supplement facts on the label. And that's because it's synthetically isolated and fragmented. And our body doesn't always know what to do with it. Whereas nutrition facts are for food products only. Like, for example, if you were to go get a bag of frozen broccoli at the grocery store, that would have a nutrition facts. So even though it comes in a capsule, it's just fruits and vegetables. Think salad bar in a capsule or cold pressed juice in a capsule. There's a fruit, a veggie, and a berry blend. These three. And so here's how it's made. Juice Plus works with small to mid-sized farms all over North America. They grow the produce where it grows best, and they actually let it vine ripen, which is really, really important to reach its full nutrient spectrum. The fruits and the vegetables are then ground up, which is better than juicing because you keep all of that fiber. We use the entire whole food, including peels, leaves, seeds, whenever possible, which provides much more nutrition. In an orange, for example, 80% of the vitamin C can be found in the peel. So then it is dried at a low temperature to preserve the live enzymes and nutrients. And then it's put into capsules, and there's also a chewable form for kids. One thing that I absolutely love about Juice Plus is that it is scientifically proven, which is honestly kind of rare this day and age, especially in this nutrition industry. So we are the most researched nutritional product in the world, with close to 40 published studies in peer-reviewed medical journals done by some of the most prestigious labs around the globe. And all of those are published and on the website. Another amazing fact is that we have impacted over 1 million families so far with the largest children's health study program in the world. It's with the Healthy Family Starts program. So any child over the age of 4 through being a full-time college student can actually receive Juice Plus for free with an adult sponsoring them. So if that is something that interests you, if you have a child or a child that you know that you'd like to sponsor, definitely reach out to Hannah about that. And then finally, we also have a tower garden, which is a 5-foot tall vertical aeroponic growing system that you can grow fruits and vegetables all year round with only 5% of the dirt and 5% of the water. It's pretty amazing as well. So with these 3 blends of Juice Plus, I'm getting a microdose of 30 fruits and vegetables every single day of my life. And I have been for the last about 10, 11 months now. Another thing that I added was our vegan omegas. These things are seriously a game changer. So these are a full spectrum omega. We have omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And we skip the fish and go right to the source. Fish get their omegas from sea plants. So we cold press the sea plants and some seed oils to get this full vegan omega. And then the last piece, which I just want to touch on really quick, which was honestly way more transformative than I thought it ever would be, was our vegan and gluten-free shakes, which come in chocolate and vanilla. And honestly, they are delicious. They have protein and superfoods, like, of course, all the things that we care about. But for me, the biggest component was the prebiotic fiber, which is what feeds the good bacteria in your stomach so it can make a home. All of these things work together synergistically to optimize our gut health. When your gut is happy, inflammation to the rest of the body can start to decrease, and inflammation is the #1 leading cause of all disease. In addition to that, this is a crazy fact that blew my mind when I learned it. About 90% of our serotonin is made in the gut. So we have like this second brain down here in our digestive system, and a happy gut makes for happy humans. So, doing this whole program, all 4 of the capsules plus 1 shake a day, every day for the last year, I mean, it's completely reshaped what my health looks like. Like, I thought I was healthy before, but now I feel good every single day. I don't get sick, and if I do, I double up on my Juice Plus and I kick it real quick. My digestion is on point. I sleep great. My skin, my hair, my nails are all super healthy. I definitely did experience a lot less inflammation in my knees and faster recovery time from doing my physical therapy and trying to get stronger again. And then honestly, I think the biggest difference for me, well, 2 things. My energy is just sustained throughout the day. I don't even need caffeine. And I think energy is our like greatest asset. And it just makes such a huge difference. And then the second thing, this might sound silly, but it's the peace of mind factor that while this isn't replacing the fruits and vegetables that I'm eating, on those days when I might not be eating very healthy, I know that I got 45 different plants into my body, and like that makes me feel like I'm at least doing something right. So, like I said, I've been doing this for a year, and I know people who have been taking Juice Plus for over 20 years. So I get so excited to think that, like, honestly, this is only the beginning of my journey. I think it's also really great to hear from people in a different chapter of their journey. So I'm so excited to hand it over to Hannah to share a little bit about her experience so far. So take it away, Hannah.
All right, thanks, Ann-Britt. Yeah, so when I started Juice Plus, I honestly started for very superficial reasons. I was dealing with acne. I was uncomfortable in my clothes all the time because I was bloated. And I feel like I just couldn't really find something that was really working for me to help me feel fuel during the day and feel, or just get that like whole nutrition. And I was fed up with going to the grocery store and buying like fruits and veggies in abundance, and then they go bad within a couple of days. So I started taking Juice Plus, and yes, it cleared up my skin. I'm no longer bloated, but honestly, I think the most impactful thing for me, and I've only been on it for like 3 months now, is it has completely changed my just mindset throughout my day. That whole like healthy gut really does impact your mood. I don't have mood swings as much. I feel more present with my loved ones and while I'm at work. And it's also brought a whole lot of joy back into my life through physical activity that I couldn't really do before because of past injuries. Going running, I would have like knee aches and back aches, and it just wouldn't be fun. But now that I'm taking these wonderful plant capsules, I can go on a run and not feel that pain the next day. So there's just so many things that I'm sure I haven't even noticed yet, and I'm really excited to see in years to come just the more effects that I'll have on not only my physical health but my mental health as well.
Wow, that is so amazing. Thanks so much for sharing, Hannah. I love hearing how your story has evolved. So as much as I would love to talk all day long about the products and our health programs, because I totally could, I just want to take a couple of minutes and briefly touch on our really amazing mission and business. So I totally understand that this part might not be for everyone, and that's totally fine. As I mentioned, you may resonate with some of the things we're sharing, but it might also be for someone else in your life who could really benefit from learning this. So one thing that I've noticed is that people aren't always so quick to disclose what's happening behind closed doors, especially when it comes to their finances. And so I really feel like it's my responsibility to share the whole picture of what we do and what this opportunity is all about. Put the cards out on the table so that everybody who's listening can decide if this is something that's right for them or not. So a little bit of background for me. My journey with the business started about the same time I started the products, which is a little less than a year ago. And I didn't know how much I needed this business when I first learned about it. I really didn't grasp it right away. I was feeling really stuck. I was in a really lost place. I had just moved back in with my parents. A little bit of background. I went to college, got my degree, went back to college, got another degree, got a job at what I thought was one of the best companies to work for where I was living, and thought I was doing everything right, like doing everything you should do. But 6 months in, I was miserable. I would just sit at my desk, stare at my phone, looking at like all of these people that somehow seem to figure out a way to travel and just have it all. And I'm like, what are they doing that I'm not doing? Like, how do they have this figured out? And I was just so desperate to have freedom in my life and also figure out what my passion was. So I had an epiphany. I decided to pursue yoga. That was going to answer all of my problems. So I quit my job. I packed up my car and moved to Mexico. I took my yoga teacher training. I stayed down there for a couple of months. It was amazing. I thought I had it all figured out. I was like, yes, traveling yoga gypsy life. I did it. And then I looked at my bank account, and my bank account didn't really agree with me. So that brings us back to having to move back in with my parents. And I had really gotten to this point where I convinced myself I didn't know how to make money, and like my self-worth just was gone. It was a low point for sure. And then I said yes to this opportunity because I knew I didn't have anything to lose. And I mean, to say it's changed my life is an understatement. I have a growing income every single month. That's a direct reflection of how many people I'm helping. I have an incredible community of people that really just want me to succeed and want everyone else to succeed. I have just something I'm passionate about. Yeah, it's been incredible to say the least. So I know Hannah's had a really great journey with this as well. I'd love to hear from her. So take it away.
Yeah. So honestly, I think the business aspect of Juice Plus was really what excited me at first when I first heard about it. And I was in a pretty similar spot that AB kind of just talked about, just feeling stuck. I've been in this just kind of rotation where I say yes to an opportunity that brings me a lot of fulfillment in life, and I feel like it's finally that thing that I've been looking for, that, I'm helping people, I'm living out my dreams. But that comes to an end, and I find myself in the same position where I am in a 9-to-5 job that is not bringing me fulfillment, and just feeling really frustrated and not being able to have financial and time freedom to say yes to opportunities that really do speak to who I am and what I want to do. And so when I heard about this opportunity, I wanted to jump on it. I wanted to take more control over my life, and really be able to cultivate financial freedom, and allow time for me to pursue things that I'm really passionate about. And so I joined Juice Plus for that reason. But honestly now, that I've been in it for a little while and I've met my amazing team, I can say that I'm more excited just to see what we can all achieve together. We are on this mission to really help people thrive in their lives. And as much as I want to do that, I want to see everyone else do that as well. And so I think that aspect of the business and just having this community that's so supportive and really just loves on people is remarkable and just ignites me. And I can't wait to see what happens.
Yay! I know the future is so bright. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm so excited to see what you create with this, what you continue to create. So just to give a brief overview into what the business is like. So it's called a virtual franchise. It costs $50 a year. That's less than $1 a week to own your own business. So really all we do is share by word of mouth, and the company does the rest. They bill and collect. They ship directly to the customers. You don't have to have boxes of Juice Plus in your garage. The product just goes straight to them. So there's no inventory to keep. The only Juice Plus you touch is your own product. All the commission levels are permanent, and then there's no quotas or monthly minimums. And we get paid 4 different ways. So retail profit, commission, bonuses, And then at the top tier of our company, like, this is incredible. We have a full benefits package, which includes medical, dental, chiropractic, life insurance, long-term care, college tuition assistance, holiday bonuses, monthly expense allowance. It's really amazing to know that you can have all this freedom, but still have health insurance and benefits to support your family. So I don't want to take too much more of your time. I want to close this call just by saying thank you. Sorry. Just by saying thank you. Thank you so much for taking a little time out of your day to hear what we're up to and to support Hannah. Like I said, you may have resonated with some of the things that we shared. It may have sparked something in you to want to learn a little bit more about how you could really integrate this into your lifestyle. But you might have been listening as a conduit for someone else in your life. So, maybe you take a minute or two after the call and think if there's anyone that comes to mind that who would benefit from any of the topics that we shared today, whether that's the opportunity to improve their health, opportunity to create more time freedom and flexibility, or the opportunity to improve their finances. I'll close by saying this. When I signed up, I knew I was signing up for a business. I knew that I was signing up for a health program. But I didn't realize that I was signing up for a family. The Abundance Project is really that. No matter what we're doing in life, no matter how many, fruits and vegetables we're eating, life's always going to throw us curveballs. It's always going to be challenging. So it's amazing to know that there's this whole community there to lift me up, to support me and to help me rise. I feel so incredibly grateful to pass that along to others. And I know that's the main reason I've been able to be so as successful and grow and expand in this business as much as I have. So again, we really appreciate you. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule and supporting Hannah. If there's any part of this that resonated with you or has you thinking of someone you love, we would love to chat more and just give you permission to dream a little bit bigger. So thanks again, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.